KPL News Time coming up now at 8:37, and today is a really fun day for me for a lot of reasons. It's Monday, right? So you haven't messed up for the week yet, so that's kind of positive. And then I have two guests in studio who I'm going to talk to now. They're doing something that is really, really great. So I want to welcome into the studio Dr. Ramesh Kolluru and Kacie Francois. So good morning to y'all.
Good morning, Bernadette. Good morning to you.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning. So, okay, Kacie, have you ever done a radio interview?
I have.
You have, so you're skilled at this.
I have not, so I'm kind of nervous.
So he's nervous and you're not. That's awesome. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and find out a little bit more about that, because usually when we talk to Dr. Kolluru, we are talking to him about way different stuff. And he has this nickname that I gave him called Dr. Doom that I gave him several years ago. But today we're changing it to Dr. Hope. So, Dr. Kolluru, tell me a little bit about this process with Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Thank you, Bernadette, for asking us to be on your show and for the amazing work that you do and you're going to be doing on our behalf to get the word out. A few months ago, Dr. Adama, the former president of the university, came by and said he needed me to join this process. He's been carrying this torch on behalf of our community for about 15 years, and through the Man and Women of the Year campaign that he has been spearheading on behalf of all of us. And when he says, do something, I'll never be old enough to say no to him. So I jumped in, and then I found out that Kacie is the girl of the year, and she goes to school with my kids, Paresh and Roma. So they're in the 6th grade, she's in the 7th grade, so there's no way I could have walked away from this cause. Look, as you just called me Dr. Doom, I've been called a lot of names in my life, and I cherish almost all of them. Yes. Some so good, some not so good. But this is one of the best things that I've gotten involved in, because leukemia and the blood cancers, of the various types of cancers, are taking away our children, the most precious amongst us, far too early. And as adults, shame on us if we don't do all we can to be able to help. So this is an enormous grassroots campaign. So we've gotten 22,000 kids in the Lafayette Parish school system that are involved in this, because now it is for their friend, it is for a great cause. And we have kids, if your kid goes to any school of the Lafayette Parish school system, I'm talking to your audience right now. In all likelihood, your kids have brought home an envelope that they have decorated, and we went a team of our colleagues, and we call them Team Adama Express.
Love that.
And so these folks have dropped off envelopes throughout the parish and at schools throughout the parish, and these kids have taken time out of their day at school, thanks to the leadership at the Lafayette Parish school system, Don Aguilar and others. They have agreed to let these kids take some time, and the kids have decorated these envelopes as to what a cancer-free world would look like to them, and what they're going to do to fight cancer. And we want adults to join their fight. So the kids have brought home an envelope, and so put $1, put whatever it is that you can. I know the times are tough, but Acadiana, to me and to my family, has been an extraordinarily generous community. 24 years in Lafayette. I can't find a better place on earth.
No, we wouldn't let you leave either.
Absolutely, I can't. And if I think that I will, Dr. Sawa and Dr. Adama will both shackle me down. So there is no leaving, and this has been an extraordinarily generous community. So we are calling on the generosity and the humongous spirit of Cajuns and Acadians to rally behind this cause, because adults need to care. So our children, in all likelihood, the cure against cancer will not happen in my lifetime. So we need the kids that are in schools today, at elementary schools, middle schools, to get engaged, to make cancer their passion, so that our next generation, we will win against this disease. And so, Kacie, do you want to say something?
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about your journey, if you will.
Well, when I was 3 years old, I was first diagnosed, and I really don't remember much because I was so young. But I know it lasted about 2.5 years.
Wow.
And it was hard because I was isolated from children my age, and I couldn't really spend time with people that were my age and would be like me. So when I was 5, I finished treatment, and every year I would go to the hospital to get regular checkups. So June 2012, we went for our checkup, and the doctor said that my cancer was gone. It would never return. Well, after that, a bunch of weird, just little things started to happen, and I started getting anxiety because I felt like something was wrong, but I couldn't explain what. I couldn't explain how I felt. I just felt off. So after a bunch of weird things happened, doctors discovered there was a gallstone. So we had scheduled to get that removed, and right before we were supposed to get it removed, there was a line of lymph nodes on the side of my neck that had swollen up, and so the doctor said they wanted to get a biopsy done on that before we went any further with the gallstone. So when the results came back, they said that I had relapsed. But my oncologist didn't believe it because it never showed up in my blood work, and so he ordered a bone marrow aspirate to be done. And on October 19th, 2012, I relapsed.
Now, let me ask you, you're older, you're dealing with this. What has this been like?
It's been hard because I missed most of my 4th grade year, which it's hard because that's a lot of time where you make new friends and learn in school and everything, and I just missed all of that. And it was just hard to be away because I was away from my family for 17 weeks. I was in Memphis, and my dad and brother would only come up once on the weekend every other week because that was the only time my dad could have off. And it was just really hard.
Really hard, yeah. And you're a kid. You're just supposed to be doing kid stuff,
But
right?
let me tell you, she's a brilliant student, a straight-A student.
Well, and you're so poised. You're such a poised young woman. It's wonderful. I mean, it's like you are less nervous and more together with this interview than a lot of people that I talk to. I think even Dr. Kolluru.
I'm shaking in my boots here.
So what do you want to tell to the parents who might receive the envelope, and maybe to the kids who are bringing it home to their parents?
I just want to ask you to donate as much as you can because we really need to fund research so that kids don't have to worry about what I had to worry about.
Yeah, it's a big person's issue. Cancer is a tough go. And you're absolutely right. Well, I'm so proud of you for everything that you're doing. I think it's wonderful. And I just think you're a neat young person. And look, you won't ever make any money in it, but think about this broadcasting thing, okay?
It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, but I think you do a great job at it too. Do you give talks from time to time?
I do. Even this Friday at school, they asked me to talk about doing a Gene Day or Free Dress Day to raise money for this, so they asked me to talk about that at school. And I do stuff for like the St. Jude Dream Home, and as the Girl of the Year. That tomorrow night they're having the midpoint party, and I'm going to give a speech there.
And she's really good at it because she's in Miss Goodsmeadle's speech and debate club. That's how I know her, because I'm the volunteer team dad.
Oh yeah, so that's how you guys knew each other.
That's how I've gotten to know her, and she's really awesome at speech and debate, and all around an awesome girl. And her and kids like her deserve better than to have their childhood taken away from them. She's extraordinarily brave, and as is Sonia here, that they're lending their family and their story to this cause. So we want all adults to not sit on their sidelines. And as Vice President for Research at the university, as Kacie said a moment ago, it takes enormous research to find cures for cancer. And there's extraordinary work being done across the nation in terms of research. And so what we need is for everyone, whether you got an envelope or not, whether your kid goes to Lafayette Parish School System or not, there's a website that you can go to donate. And that's AutomoExpress.com, AUTHEMENT, Express, as in a train, AutomoExpress.
As in we're going fast.
And we want everyone to come on board AutomoExpress.com, because this is a fight. And I want to take a moment, if I have another moment, to give a shout out to Team Brittany. Team Automo Express and Team Brittany are part of the same fight.
Thank you. That's so great.
Thank you so much. And I hear that she is making extraordinary recovery, and wish that family well, CJ and his family and Brittany. And on behalf of our team, I'm going to make a contribution of $250 toward that, and I'm going to go do that offline on their website. But it is important that we need everyone to rally together, because this is going to be a long journey. There have been extraordinary kids like Kacie who have been part of their journey, and we're going to be celebrating all of them. This is not that their contributions are forgotten. We have a gala coming up, and we are going to be inviting all the boys and girls of the previous years also to that, because it is all of us fighting this unitedly against cancer, because it's taking away far too many of our precious resources away far too early. And we want this to be a rally that everyone gets behind and does whatever they can. We know that times are tough, but if everyone pitches in $1, we'll make $100,000, and $50,000 is a minimum of what it takes to invest into cancer research. I'm not doing this for title. I've been called a lot of names. So what is the most important thing is that we put as much money into as many research projects as we can.
Yes.
And that's our goal. So go to the website, automoexpress.com, and contribute whatever it is that you can, so that we can move the dial and we can win this fight.
Absolutely. And thank you for bringing up Brittany. It's been 39 days and she's doing well. And Kacie, I want you to know too, my husband is a lymphoma survivor. He's been cancer-free for 26 years now. And so he fought as well. And you'd never know looking at him, you know, that he had that fight. But I'm very proud of him and I'm very proud of you. And thank you so much for coming here this morning. Do you get, like, is this the week off or do y'all get a week off next week?
It's next week.
And y'all get a whole week off because of Easter?
Yeah.
Can you talk to my boss? Maybe we could arrange where I could be off next week too.
I'll try.
Okay.
And she's very persuasive.
Yes, I love this kid. Dr. Ramesh Kolluru joining us, and Kacie Francois, and again, automoexpress.com. That's automoexpress.com. Kacie, it was great to meet you. I appreciate it. And if you ever want to come talk on the radio, you have your mom call me or you have Doc call me, and we'll just come in and maybe have some fun one day, huh? Okay, that sounds good. Doc, thanks for your time.
Thank you so much, Bernie.
You're welcome. Coming up now on 849.